The Lake County Silver Foundation was created in order to look for ways to bridge the gaps where seniors are left out of the programs that are on the table. And when I was Lake County Supervisor, I realized that we needed to do something that kind of bridged those gaps. So we developed, along with other seniors, we got in a room, we developed what's called the Lake County Silver Foundation. Hi, I'm Jim Steele from the Lake County Silver Foundation, and I'd like to introduce Laurie Fisher on my left here, who is the program manager at Lake Links, and to her left is Paul Branson, who's on the board of directors at Lake Links.
So you're probably wondering what Lake Links is, and Lake Links is an organization started about 5 years ago. Lake Links provides options for seniors and folks with disabilities, different options for mobility, for transportation around the county, those that can't ride the bus.
We found that transportation is a big one, and so by partnering with Lake Links, we're starting to close that gap for those people that otherwise would be shut in.
So we have several different programs for people that we offer free rides, except for our MediLinks. We have a new program called Ride Links that we are starting soon, that we're going to train people in the community that want to volunteer, give back to their community. We're going to train them to volunteer and provide rides to seniors and folks with disabilities.
The Pay Your Pal program is one in which eligible riders can find their own drivers who can take them to places they need to go, doctor's appointments, grocery shopping, etc. And then Lake Links will provide a mileage reimbursement for the rider to then give it to their drivers. So it's a really cool program. It's helped a lot of people. And then the other program that we've been operating for a while is called MediLinks. And this is focused on helping people get to out-of-county specialty medical appointments. As you may know, there are not a lot of specialty medical services in Lake County. People need to go to Santa Rosa, Ukiah, Napa, other places to get the specialty care they need. So MediLinks, in partnership with Lake Transit, provides those rides. And there is a small fare for this, but it's still a very good deal, and we've helped a lot of folks with that as well.
Yeah, one of the things that is a partnership with Lake Links is starting to work much better is that we have a senior companion pet program that was funded through a grant from the 100 Women Strong here in Lake County. And those dollars actually go towards seniors that have a companion pet but can't afford to get them shots or something. And they had a small stipend that they need in order to get them to the vet. We found a lot of seniors saying they couldn't get to the vet. So by working with Lake Links, you can get a grant from us for a couple of $100s to go to the vet to get shots for your pet. And you can get the pet there by talking to Lake Links. And in getting a ride to the vet and back, then you feel more comfortable with handling your pet because you're in the car with the pet and you can actually get there. So this helps those folks that need that into the ride share taken care of. So Pay Your Pal is where you have a person that's going to drive you and Lake Links will take care of their mileage. But let's say you're driving yourself, you're still in your own car and you're going to go to the vet. We're looking at a gas card that we can supply for you if we get enough money in the bank. It looks like we're going to be able to do that this year, to actually help give you a small gas card so you can drive yourself during the high gas price. And then you can also get a stipend for getting your pet to the vet.
To qualify for our programs, you just have to be a senior over 55. People that are disabled, they can also qualify, and also people that are low income also qualify. And so there is a little intake process that we go through. When you call us, we set up a time just to chat with you for a little bit and get some information about your age, your disability, and what needs you might have. And then we send out like a welcome packet with more information about mileage reimbursement.
The other thing I think we need to talk about in terms of qualifying is that really we're looking to help people who really have no other resources. The other thing we're looking at in terms of qualifying for these programs is what resources do you have? If you don't have a car or you can't drive any longer, you're the person we're looking to help as a rider. So that's another important piece. If you have a vehicle and you can still safely drive, more power to you. Maybe we want to sign you up as a volunteer instead.
And also, if you can no longer get to the bus, if you can't ride the bus,
right,
then this program is for those folks also that are no longer able to physically walk a mile or two to the bus stop and get on. So we like to help those people too.
We need volunteers to drive their own cars, and as Laurie mentioned, if someone needs it, we'll pay a mileage reimbursement. And I want to say that many years ago I helped run one of these programs down in the Bay Area, very similar to the Ride Links program, and I volunteered to take seniors grocery shopping and to take them to medical appointments. And you know, the really good thing about volunteering to do this kind of service is when you get done and you take that senior home, they are so grateful. It makes you feel so good. So I just want to encourage folks that if you want that good feeling of really helping someone, this is a great way to do it. And by the way, I'm going to be doing it myself. I want to mention that Lake Links did just receive a national grant from the AARP, the AARP Challenge Grant, to help us start this Ride Links program. One of very few they provided within California, so that's really exciting. But we're also working with North Coast Opportunities, NCO, on seeing if we can get their help in recruiting and screening and training volunteers, since they do have an active volunteer program. And as Jim mentioned, we also want to work with the senior centers and the Meals on Wheels programs who already have volunteers.
And we're finding out where there are gaps to fill all along the way, and we want everyone to know that one of the biggest things that we found was that people who want to give back to seniors and help them through the last years of their life have now a venue for doing that, because we're a nonprofit and we find out what they want to do with those dollars, and we make sure that they get in place. We found that during the transportation crisis for seniors that there were people willing to help, and so we channeled that money through to Meals on Wheels so that they got a support stipend for what they did. These are seniors helping other seniors by driving food to them. And by doing this and showing some reward for those folks, they felt honored by their actions. And we gave awards back to those people that gave the greatest amount back during their senior years back to other seniors. This is a way to basically show that the seniors are one of the valuable components of society and willing to step in and get the work done for seniors by seniors, but also to give back to the middle generation, for those in need, and for the youngest generation. They're the grandparents that basically make it happen. So don't leave them behind. We're all going to be seniors, and we all want to help the seniors in their later years.